And Damien Best is here now with our first look at sports. And Best Man was looking forward to watching some cricket, but the weather obviously had other plans.
Definitely so, Lisa. And in Grenada, of course, they needed some water, and they got plenty of it today. They've been having a bit of a dry spell over the past couple of weeks. It's welcome, but for cricket fans, not so much. The third one international between West Indies and England, well, that was abandoned before the ball being bowled because of persistent rain in Grenada. The match was due to begin at 9:30 a.m., but a shower meant the toss did not take place until 10 minutes past 10, with England captain Eoin Morgan electing to field. Further rain prevented play, and the game was called off at 2:40 p.m. The five-match series is tied at 1-1. Well, some pretty good news for the fourth and fifth ODIs. All-rounder Andre Russell has been recalled to the West Indies squad in place of the injured Kemar Roach. While the knee issue might limit Russell's bowling duties, Chief Selector Courtney Brown believes that his batting at the death would be an asset to the side. Russell was recently playing in the Pakistan Super League for Multan Sultans, but he was set to join the West Indies squad today. Since 2015, Russell has played just one ODI. That was against Bangladesh in Guyana last year. Russell's return also means West Indies could field a full-strength side in the lead-up to the World Cup in England. Well, the fourth ODI will take place in Grenada on February 27th, while the fifth will be held in St. Lucia on March 2nd. Well, after imposing a stunning defeat on England in the Test series, the Windies are locked in a battle against the visitors in the five-match ODI series. England are currently #1 in this format, while the West Indies are sitting at #8. So the question is, can the Windies also beat the English in the ODIs? Here are two fans who think the Windies can get the job done.
But the order really tough, and well, Chris Gayle back in the order. Shea Hope, #1. Scoring runs, everybody out scoring runs. And when it comes to bowling really tight, and when it ready.
I think they would have a good chance, because with Chris Gayle back at the top, and he seems to be putting a very serious commitment to doing well. And I think that would help at the top of the order. And Jason Holder, presently #1 all around the world, bowling well, came back in the second game and removed the bottom order with 3 quick wickets. So they think that the team spirit, I find that there's the upliftment in the team spirit of the guys, and everybody seems to be pulling together. And they believe that with that commitment and the fact that the bowlers need to probably hit the lanes a little better, I think that the bowling can sometimes go for runs, but the batting is in good order, and they believe that with good leadership from Jason, we can overcome England this time.
Good to hear from the people on the outside. Well, some football news next. Clayton's Colotonic Notre Dame sent defending champions Weymouth Wales crashing to their 5th defeat of the BFA Premier League season last night at the Willie Astro Turf. Playing in the feature match of a triple header, Dames defeated Wales 2-1 to move to 3rd position in Zone 1 with 17 points. But despite the loss, Wales remained top of that zone on 23. Meanwhile, second place UWI Blackbirds had to share points with Britons Hill in a 2-2 draw. Then in the top of the table, a clash in Zone 1, BDF Sports Program defeated Empire and joined the Blues on 32 points, but they have a superior goal difference. Opening fixture of a triple header in the Premier League. UWI Blackbirds battling Britons Hill in red. 49th minute, Blackbirds with possession. Britons Hill with a sizable hole in defense. Shamari Mark will have a slice of that cake. Oh, how sweet it is. 1-0. 54th minute, Britons Hill compounded the scenario with this bad touch that gave Mario Hart license to shoot. Side foot, no problems. 2-0. 12 minutes later, Britons Hill finally pull one back. UWI's defense and their keeper fall asleep. Jermaine Ford on the score sheet, 2-1. And that seemed to motivate the St. Michael Bay squad. 69th minute, free kick. Omar Archer with that size 13 boot, fights for it and then rifles it home. That's all she wrote. Britons Hill 2, Blackbirds 2. Second installment BDF Sports Program in Super White taking on Empire. Early days, 19th minute, fleet-footed Rashad Jules with the left boot. Deadly, 1-0 to the Soldiers. Empire had a couple of chances at the opposite end. The best one here, whistles
by the upright. Only one more goal was scored in this encounter, and it was BDF with their names in the headlines. A minute after the halftime break, Jules with the stiff arm, 18-yard box, Mr. Dependable, 2-0. Credit to the Empire custodian, prevented a third. A few minutes later, called into action not once, but twice. The second one, worth another look. Hang time was magical. Victory, though, to the boys in the government boots. More fireworks in the third game. Weymouth Wales in green play Notre Dame. Dames put keeper Omari Eastman on notice. He passes the first test. The second gets some assistance. And the third, right place, right time. Wales' response from the corner, headed off the line. Back into the mixer it goes, and Arantes Lawrence is pleased as punch. Opening goal in the 40th minute. Second half business, 52nd. Dames operating in the 18. Azrael Crony on the receiving end. Thank you so much. We're tied at 1-1. Hayden Holligan got an early Easter present. Onside and all alone. Must score. Has to score. Does not score. 68th. How much would that cost Wales? Veteran John Hawksworth says at least a penny from the free kick, back of the onion bag. Signed, sealed, delivered. Dames win 2-1.
And Damien is back now with Shadé Williams announcing her return to the track, best man.
Definitely so. Good to see her back and in business. Of course, remember her from the BSAC competitions. Well, we can tell you Williams finally recovering from some career-threatening injuries. She won gold at the 2019 Gibson McCook Relays in Jamaica last night. She won the women's 400 meters in a time of 52.93 seconds. That time has ranked Williams as the current number 5 in the world in that event.
There is competitor 2517, Seda Williams, the Barbadian.
Starters ready for them.
The record 51.23 sets by Stephanie Ann McPherson in 2014. As Sonika Walker goes out quickly on the very outside. She's in lane 6. Alicia Kelly of Ravenstrack Club also moving steadily down the backstretch with Janelle Brownfield upright and steady to 200 meters right there with Alicia Kelly. Brownfield and Kelly. Williams, the Barbadian, trying to get into the mix. Walker starts to struggle on the far outside. Into the stretch they come. Williams now has the lead. Bromfield tries to come forward to challenge. But Shadé Williams is looking comfortable and eases a way to win that ahead of Janelle Bromfield and Alicia Kelly.
Good stuff indeed. Let's continue with some track and field. Make it 3 in a row as the Red Warriors Set B continue their reign as champions of the Courage and Parry Interhouse Sports held at the National Stadium recently. With a total of 760 points, they were runaway winners over Yellow Lions, that Set A, with 663. Purple Royals, Set F, took third with 635. They were followed in order by Blue Cheetahs, Set C, Orange Eagles, Set E, and the Green Falcons, Set D. The victor to Durham was Carifta gold medalist in the discus, Shanice Hudson, with 73 points, while Tafari Bishop, who is also a Carifta athlete, was victor with 65. Here's a look at some of the action with CBC's Anne-Marie Burke.
Umbrellas out to brave the heat, flags in hand to represent. Courage and Parry made it a sea of colour at the National Stadium as they held inter-house sports. And before I go into the fast lane, I want to focus on an athlete who'll be one to watch at BSAC, Tafari Bishop, as he made his move on the under-20 boys field in the 400 meters. He's one of last year's Carifta athletes, and this time around he'll be hoping to make the team yet again. But one thing's for sure, he's large and in charge at CP off the turn, and he's confidently striding, stopping the clock at 50.42 seconds. Still needs to shave off some seconds before BSAC, but looking good already. Action time now. Who's CP's fastest on the 13 girl? Let's watch and see. They're not coming at you that quickly, but we sure will get a winner in hold your breath to the line, Janaya Edward dips in the head of Shadea Phillips and Janaya Mears. On to the boys, and the pace definitely quickened. It was a blanket race up to 30 meters to go when Nikolai Clark and Keyshawn Griffith made their move. And the race was on. I watched Clark in purple nipping Griffith on the line. I love a close race, competition at its best. And if you think that was close, watch it on the 15 girls. Focus in the middle of the field. Who would it be? To the line, Sierra Pigott in blue over Shayla Clark. Here these times, 13:46, 13:47, as close as it gets. So will the boys race just be as close? 5 starters, but competition galore. Look at those feet turning over and the arms pumping. And having the extra kick when it mattered most was Eron Prescott Wiggins. Set D, that's your champion. Head of Set E's Kamani Cox and Set A's Kamari Slocum. Still coming at you fast and furious on the 17 girls, and it was Zeta Cox who was slammed the field, not even saving her scarf from blowing off could stop her. She was intent, the race was hers. Easy does it, 13:48 the time. Head of Ebony Brown, 13:94, and Abrian Bend, 13.60. Under 17 boys, 7 starters, pace like fire and charging through like a speeding bullet. No denying who was in charge of this party. Looking good with it is Mackay Griffith, 11:36 this time. Yes, you with them. Second, Kishawn O'Chillian, and third, Jaden Roberts. The big girls of the school, the under-20s, here they come with all the power as Shanice Hudson and Kian Ali will fight to the end, with Aline coming out on top. Hudson takes second and Zaria Bob in third. And it lived up to all the hype. The under-20 boys with a full field, it brought the spectators literally trackside. And here we go, down to the line, Jeremy Hall conquers, Tyreek Hunt takes second, Tafari Bishop, he takes third this time around. The times 11:21, 11:30, and 11:34. What a day it was at CP Sports.